Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the new preview, and we're going to be talking about the game against Wrexham today, which is a big game for both sides as Grimsby host Wrexham at Blundell Park on Saturday afternoon, and and like I said, whenever I do these previews, I always do them with soccerpunter.com. They give me all the stats and all the good stuff. So I'm going to take you through the facts and the figures and a bit of what I've heard about team news and so on for the upcoming game. So first, we'll start with how both teams are getting on. At the moment, in the last 5 games, Grimsby have drew 3 and won 2, but they are unbeaten in 6. The Dragons of Wrexham are basically 2 wins, 2 draws and a defeat in their last 5 league games. They definitely haven't had it all their own way, Wrexham, in this season. They're still there and deservedly so, but they haven't necessarily got they haven't been running away with anything, shall we say? And as you can see, in the last 23 times that Grimsby have played Wrexham, it's 12 wins to 6 in the Mariners' favour, with 5 draws, with a goal score ratio of 28 goals to 25. That equates to just over a 52% win rate, with a 26.1% win rate for Wrexham, which is very, very high in our favour, I would say, really, with only 5 draws along the way there. And could it be another classic? It could be. Both clubs and always seem to have classics, don't they? It's always a good game when Wrexham and Grimsby get together and play each other, and I would just say one of the best fan bases, Wrexham. They are one of the best fan bases for Grimsby supporters. We'll never forget what they did for us for the playoff final and helped a bunch of fans get to the playoff final, and so that is kind of very, very good and very always be remembered for that, and very humble fan base. Obviously they're enjoying the fruits of the success, but they haven't had a great deal of success against the Mariners in recent times. We'll take you through a few of the recent results between we'll go back to obviously 2021, and we'll take you through what the results were. Back in September of 2021, Grimsby ran out 3-1 winners, which I think everyone can remember. Fantastic game that was. Luke Waterfall with a header, and Max Wright with a winner from a corner, which we quickly broke from. Great goal for Max that was as well. And then we played them later on in the season, in the end of January, and Wrexham, with an Ollie Palmer goal, was able to get the win over Grimsby. And then obviously everyone remembers, especially in the Town documentary, and also there on the day, I still remember me and my friend kind of we were sat here during the game. We couldn't get to Wrexham, but we sat there. We were watching the game, and I don't think we ever gave such a big roar out than when we beat Wrexham. The game overall finished 4-4, and a Luke Waterfall header at the end of extra time saw the Mariners through in extra time to the playoff final. And that is still one of the best games of football I've probably ever seen, and one of the most talked about lower league games. You'll probably have everyone seemed to talk about that game. It was kind of like, it wasn't about divisions or anything like that. It was just about a great attacking game of football, and it was unbelievable. And obviously, this season, Wrexham's first season back in the Football League, Wrexham did get the win in the match in September when Wrexham ran out in the end, fairly comfortable 3-0 winners. When they really were flying, I think they have sort of come back down to earth a little bit. Obviously, still doing really well, still in the automatic promotion places, but they haven't really dominated as much as I think fans thought they would, and I'm sure that Phil Parkinson and Robin Ryan will be, just looking over the shoulders a little bit, realising that, it's not guaranteed, but with the type of squad that they've got, you would expect them, I suppose, to go up, but no guarantees. If we look a little bit now about the team news for the Mariners, not a great deal of. I have heard some of the pre-match. There is hope of a return for Danny Rose. That's hopefully very important for this game. And he says he's fit, but apparently Artel is going to make the decision on that, whether he is fit. Whether he'll be fit to start, we don't know. He might be fit to play a part. Let's hope so. I mean, Danny Rose is without doubt been our most consistent player this season. And it would be nice to kind of give their defence something else to look at. Justin Abiku has not gone away with his national team, so he will be available for this game. And Justin, 2 goals in his last 3 games. He's starting to play himself into form. Obviously, we hope Gav keeps going, because Gavan is loved as always, and I'm sure it looks like we're getting more and more injuries back. So I think we're strengthening week by week in getting players back. Hopefully, if we can get Danny back, and Danny is fit to either start or at least play a part in the Wrexham game, then that'll be fantastic. And if Justin can keep his goal scoring form going, could be even better. So it's a very, very competitive game. It always has been against Wrexham, and it always will be. If you want to look at some betting, if you are interested in that type of thing, at certain places you can get Wrexham at 9-10. The draw at some places is 11-4, and you can get Grimsby Town at some places at 3-1 for the game. So it's a very, very interesting game, but it'll be a good footballing game. It always is, and I'm sure it's going to be a packed house there Saturday afternoon. A big, I will say a rivalry, but I'd say it's probably, it's a respectful rivalry. We know the threats that Wrexham have got, and Wrexham know what it's like to come here, and it was under the lights last time they were here. But no, there's a mutual respect between both clubs, which, now in football you don't always find, and I think, a good set of fans as Wrexham are, a good club, and I don't begrudge them the success they are having, and the fans are embracing this. So if we look a little bit of a few stats, shall we, going into this game? Wrexham's longest winning run in the league this year is 3 games, and 3 is the longest losing. They have had, though, 13 clean sheets out of the games they've played so far. The Mariners have managed 8, so 2 more in the last 3 games. So we have definitely started to tighten up. 18 matches in just over 2 goals a game. 18 for both sides. Matches under is 20 for Wrexham and 19 for Grimsby. Basically, if we look at the goals, we've scored 3 penalties to Wrexham's 5 penalties. Wrexham have come back to win 3 games. We've only come back to win once. If we look at the biggest victories and biggest defeats, like I said, ours is the 3-0 defeat, which was caused by Wrexham. There you go. Our biggest win, was 3-0. Their biggest win was 6-0 this year. Their biggest defeat, though, was 5-0. I believe that was on the opening day to the MK Dons, I believe. And a 6-1 battering it was for us against Walsall, which I promise you I will not keep bringing up. There's been 2 own goals for Wrexham and 1 own goal for us. So we've only conceded 1 own goal. Obviously, our top goal scorer is Mr. Danny Rose, and their top goal scorer is Elliot Lee. Their top assist maker is Jacob Mendy. Like I said, such good quality going through the side of Wrexham. Like I said, they've still got Paul Mullin, they've still got Ollie Palmer, they've still got, like I said, Elliot Lee is pretty much one of their own players, and the quality that's going through that side is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And I think I'm sure the fans in general will be very happy with what they do, and I think I'm looking forward to this game. It's a game where I think both sides need something from the game, because both teams are battling on opposite ends of the table. If we look at the table stats at the moment, Wrexham are in an automatic promotion place. They have won 19 of their 38 games, so half of their games they've won. They've drew 10 games, they've lost 9, with a 67 goals scored, 47 conceded. A plus 20 goal difference. 67 points for Wrexham. They are a point behind Stockport, but they are level on points with the MK Dons, so who are in 4th. So, only 3 points ahead of Crew. So, it's they'll say they've still got some work to do. Whereas if you look at Grimsby's situation, improved recently. Like I said, 4 points from our last two games, the win against MK Dons and the draw against Gillingham last time out. We've played 37 games, we've won 8, we've drew 15, and we've lost 14 matches this season. We've scored 48 goals, but we've conceded 62 with a minus 14 goal difference, 39 points, 6 points above the drop zone. I think personally, I think we need another 7 points to be absolutely certain. I think it's going to be a very, I won't say tense game. I think it's going to be, but there's going to be tension on both sides because of what both sides are battling for. And I think these kind of games make the best games because we're both gunning for something. We're gunning for safety. Wrexham are gunning for automatic promotion. Will it be gung-ho or will it be, a feeling out process and then go for it depending on how it goes? I do think that we will need to retain the ball better than we did against MK Dons, because if we give Wrexham the amount of ball that we gave MK Dons, I don't really think we'll hold out. Goals wise, I think we've got to be a lot more astute with the ball, especially in this game, because yes, our defence has done a lot better, especially after going to a back three. But when I look at Wrexham and you look at the amount of goals Wrexham have scored this term, 67, they know where the net is. Not the strongest, but they definitely know where the net is. And they've definitely got the threats in there, like I said, with Ollie Palmer, with Paul Mullin, with Elliot Lee scoring the amount of goals he's got. They've got more distinctive firepower where they've got the goals in them. So I think we have to retain the ball better than we did against the MK Dons, including Gillingham. We have to play smarter in this game, but also we've got to put our game onto Wrexham, not the other way around. And we've got to be alert at the back. I think we've got to stick to the back three that we have been doing, the three centre backs. I think we've got, that's, gave us a solid base to work on. But I think in this game we've got to be switched on because I think Wrexham will create more chances than MK Dons. I think we've got to. This is a big game, like I said, for both sides. So we'll have to see how we both get on. Score prediction from me. You see, this game could promise so many goals, but then again, there could be so few in it. But knowing the games against Wrexham and Grimsby being decent in recent times, apologies, there has been goals in the games. Would I take a point from this game? That is what I'm debating in myself. Would I take a point in this game? Yes, I would. But I think I'm going to be a glutton for punishment. And I'm going to say there's going to be goals in this game again. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Grimsby win because Wrexham haven't had the best away form. I think they've only won about 6 away games this season. So, that might be something to clinch to for the Mariners. I'm going to say a high-scoring game. Watch it now be such a low-scoring game, but I'm going to say 3-2 to the Mariners. So I'm going to stick my neck out there and see how we do. But I'm looking forward to this. Looks like it's going to be a full house at BP. So if you are there, let's get behind the boys and really, really sing them in throughout the tough moments, because there's going to be tough moments in this game. Wrexham are going to have spells. They're too good of a team not to. I do think they're a better side than MK Dons. But, I think if we can kind of focus on our game, but also be aware of what threats Wrexham have got, I think it could be a very, very good game. So I'm saying 3-2. Mariners fans, let me know down below what you guys honestly think will happen in this game. Is it going to be cagey and edgy, or is it going to be full throttle from minute one? And let me know as well your score prediction, what you think will happen. Now, depending on who we play, my goal scorers, it's got to be a game for Harry Clifton, hasn't it? Our goal scorers, I would say, for the 3 goals, I would say Clifton. I would say I'm going to say Tom to get a goal. And I'm also going to go. I'm not going to go Danny Rose, weirdly, because normally I'd say Danny Rose, but I'm not going to go Rosie this time. I think the 3rd goal scorer at some point is going to be a Beekwood. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to leave this here. Please do like and subscribe to the channel for me. Hit that bell button. That'll let you know when I upload some new content. I have noticed in my last video for the running has done really well. So thank you for people that have watched that and commented on that, and it's doing so well. I'm pleased about that. And thank you so much for the support. I'm so close to 200 subscribers, so thank you to everyone that has subscribed, and let's see if we can get me to 200 subscribers before the end of the season. Let's see if that can happen. Be great if it did. But leave me your predictions down below, even your team. I don't think we'll tweak too much. Obviously, if Danny's back and he's able to start, I'm sure Danny will start alongside Justin, I would imagine. But leave your comments down below. Leave your questions for me down below as well. Your team, what you think the score's going to be, and all that good stuff. So like, share, subscribe, and all that wonderful stuff. And I'll see you back with a review of the game on it may be Sunday by the time I do that. So the review will be coming Sunday. But in the meantime, okay, if you are going to the game tomorrow, which I'm sure a lot of you Mariners fans will be, if you come and see me, and we'll have a bit of a chat about the game and how many more points we need to survive. Like I said, I say 7. People may agree or disagree with me. We'll have to wait and see. But do come and see me tomorrow if you see me, and we'll have a good chat and the hopes and for next season, why not? And but that is enough of me waffling like I do. Anyway, so please do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll be looking forward to your comments and your contributions towards this channel. I'm loving them so far. So please, if I see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I will see you Sunday with the review. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See you soon, guys.